two, three, four.
Over the past 100 years, cars have become an essential part of America and the world as a whole. In the U.S. alone, there are 255 million registered vehicles driving on roughly 4 million miles of roads. Cars have become the vehicle of choice to accomplish every task. But looking back over the years, one might barely recognize the first Model T Ford as the same type of machine as the sleek, luxurious sports cars we have today. As the American dream flourished, it molded a society that values luxury and strives to progress and improve, as represented by the alteration and advancement of the modern automobile. Credited for creating the first popular and affordable automobile, Henry Ford created and began to mass-produce the Model T Ford in 1908. The car was an essential asset to many middle-class American families who contributed to the consumption of 15 million cars in just 19 years. One of the main attractive qualities of the car was the fact that it was the first car built for the ordinary American who drove it each day. Before the Model T, cars were a luxury possessed only by members of the elite class. The Model T's top speed was 40 miles per hour, running on a 22-horsepower four-cylinder engine powered by gasoline or hemp-based fuel. Ford strategically lowered prices by creating only one model of the car, allowing him to take advantage of interchangeable parts, or the American system of production. Eventually, Americans started to look for more from our cars. Buyers began to desire customizable features, speed, and luxury. Due to these changes in demand, supply went down and the last Model T was produced on May 26, 1927. The conclusion of the production of this car led to a whole new era of the automobile. In the 1930s, cars were undergoing many changes despite the detrimental effects of the Great Depression. In almost every new car, different luxuries were being added to increase customer satisfaction. The 1931 Buick 8 was one of the elegant cars advertised in the 1930s. Many mechanical advantages were being added to cars, and the Buick contained the advances of the time that are present in today's cars. This car boasted a more powerful 116 horsepower engine with a sleek design. The car radio was becoming increasingly popular in this time period, and the Buick began to put them in cars as an added benefit. The streamline-shaped body of the Buick was made to attract new buyers. Customers are always looking for the next best improvement to push the progression of development. Much changed between the first Model T and the Buick 8. However, there are many more changes to come as Americans look to enhance the current automobile. In 1979, the Cadillac Eldorado was one of the most famous luxury cars. Undergoing changes almost every year, the Eldorado exemplified how Americans were changing from less practical, simple cars to higher-end vehicles. This car sported a 155 horsepower engine, greatly increased from the cars offered just years earlier. With this car, two-tone paint schemes were offered, allowing people to make their car their own. They could also choose from 10 different colors of leather, interior, and upholstery. Climate control settings were displayed digitally in the interior of the car with air conditioning systems. A new theft deterrent system was placed in the car to enhance its protection. Cars were gradually gaining more and more accessories to accommodate the desires of the American population. The American dream in this period drove people to be individualistic and to display their wealth and live in luxury.
Come ride with me to the distant shore. We won't hesitate to break down the garden.
There are no limitations to cars nowadays. If one has the money and the desire, he can create almost anything he can dream up. My car from 2011 encompasses everything and anything that a customer could want. It is the epitome of luxury with everything from heated seats to a navigation system to a 500 horsepower engine. It has auto-dimming interior mirrors with a sunroof and all of the latest and greatest technology such as Bluetooth and push to start. One can choose to add on any assortment of packages such as the Sport Package or Leather Interior Package. The most important thing to remember is that when one buys this car, he is buying a car that will not be seen anywhere else in the world, as every detail is susceptible to change to fit his desires. Americans upholding the American dream would see this as a chance to personalize and perfect every aspect of their driving machine. The progress that has been made from the 15 million identical Model Ts to a totally customizable and high-end vehicle is astounding. Even if these cars are more than an individual would ever need, they will sell because Americans love the idea of having something to show off and to look rich and powerful in. In every time period in history, there is a wide variety of types of cars made and sold. However, a general trend can be seen continuing from the past 100 years. Gradually, cars developed from a simple, mass-produced identical vehicle to a totally customizable and lavish possession that defines the driver. Cars became more powerful, more opulent, and more customizable. Today we have thousands of choices of which gadgets we want and what specialty features and packages. The desire to continuously and limitlessly enhance and progress is key to what the American dream means. Cars, in their progression over the past 100 years, specifically show the continuation of this dream created by our forefathers in 1776 when this country was founded.
The rain still falls. Push me back to you.